Good morning, peace and love to all, power to the people. It's your girl Sugar. Um, y'all know I don't be going live like that often, but I told y'all I was going to start. This morning I had some shit happen. I'm kind of pissed off about it, so might as well go live and talk about it. I'm taking my daughter to school, right? And me and my daughter hear somebody crying. So my daughter's like, "Mommy, where's the crying coming from?" So we looking around and we see a little boy by the street by himself crying on the gate. And I'm like, all right, I don't know how long he been out here, and I gotta hurry up and take my daughter before she late again. So I dropped her off, but I didn't drop her off because they were still waiting in line to get into the school. And the little boy, you could hear him crying from my daughter's school, you know? So I just turned around and I'm like staring at the little boy. I didn't want to leave my daughter where she was at to go attend to somebody else's kid. But I was concerned because I stopped before I got to my daughter's school to make sure that there was an adult there with him. And there wasn't. And I didn't want to approach him like, "Yo, come with me, little boy." So I just kept my eye on him. And there was a lady. She walked across the street. She looked like she wanted to help him. Then she looked around and she just kept walking. And I thought that at first I thought she was actually with him and he was just throwing a tantrum. But then I realized like she wasn't with him because she walked across the street and kept pushing. So you see the staff, the parents is walking by looking at this little boy. Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's even saying nothing to the staff. The staff see him too. No one is really caring about this little kid who's outside of the gates of the school. He had to be all of 4 or 5. He had to be in the preschool program. And he out here screaming on the top of his lungs by himself. So I go to the staff that I saw pull up and hey, and I tell her, like, she act like she didn't hear the cries that I heard. So maybe she had hearing issues or something. Long story short, she went over there and got him. But the point of my story is, why did it take for me to have to go to someone else to go get that little boy when that little boy been there for all of maybe 10 minutes for me dropping my daughter off and stuff? Nobody stopped to see what the hell was going on with this little boy. He was obviously unattended by the street. He could have walked dead into the street trying to go home or whatever, and it would have been a tragedy to everybody, but nobody really would have gave a fuck because nobody was going to do anything about it anyway. I'm telling you, it's school time, so it's parents walking back and forth. And I'm saying parents because I would expect the parents, not even the staff, because some of the staff don't have children, but the parents to actually do something about the situation. They didn't do nothing. Not a damn thing. They walked dead past this little boy crying. And anything could have happened to him. Like I said, he could have walked into the street trying to walk home. Somebody could have took his little ass. That's the crazy thing. It's like, damn, people are not responsible. They really, like... All right, y'all remember when we were talking about how if a man or a woman gets in a relationship with a person with kids, that they're supposed to... They're supposed to consider the children like they're theirs, you know, and take care of them. And we got all these guys that were on that status saying, "No, that's not my kid. That's not my responsibility," and all this other crazy stuff. But you're willing to date her knowing she has children. That's irresponsible and it's selfish. And I felt like all the parents today that walked past that little boy and didn't do anything to help are irresponsible and selfish. Okay? Because anything could have happened to that little boy. And, you know, anything could have been the reason why he was out there in the first place crying by the street by himself. It's really sad that today this is how it's become, and people are so damn numb that they don't remember that it takes a village. You see something happening to a child, you're supposed to report it. You're supposed to do something about it. You're not supposed to sit there and watch it continue or wait to see what happens. That's a child, a defenseless child in this concrete fucking jungle that we created for ourselves. And we know that this place is full of freaking bastards. This place is full of murderers, full of rapists and abductors. We got people stealing kids for organs, stealing kids for sex trade and stuff. And this is what's going on right next to the school with all the concerned parents. Selfish. That's what it is. It's dead selfish. I'm still pissed off. I'm still pissed off. People just don't give a fuck if it don't pertain to them. But that it does pertain to them. And I'm going to tell you how. Because if the little boy would have walked out in the street and got hit by a car, all the parents would have been offended and ready to go down to the Board of Education. We need more crossing guards. We need more people that's out there alert. Bitch, y'all out there, y'all supposed to be alert. What the fuck? What happened to citizens on patrol? We all are citizens and we all should be on patrol and we should all be taking care of these children. It's selfish. It's selfish. This world, the way that everything is going and the way that everything is being promoted is mine, it's mine. I want to get for me, me. I, my. Selfishness is going to lead to the death because the children are the fucking future. Okay? It's going to lead to death. And when we stop caring about our children, it's over. It's really over. And I'm so disgusted. I'm so disgusted. He was out there for mad long. Like, and I could hear him screaming. And he was out there before I got out there. Okay? That's why I'm so pissed off. I'm like, yo. And then I was just watching for a while. I never took my eyes off of him. Even when I dropped her off, I never took my eyes off of him. I kept watching him. But all the other parents were watching him too. I heard him while I was coming up to the school. And I passed him taking my daughter to school. He was still there. He was there before I got here, obviously. And that's how many people, because y'all know how schools are in the morning. That's how many people walk past the situation. That's how many people just walk past this little boy. And how easy it could have been to take him. That was an easy target right there. If I was somebody looking for kids, I would just wait. I could have walked up to that little boy like, come on, let me go get you some help. And pretended like I was trying to help him. And snatched his little ass up. And people want to say it don't got nothing to do with them. Y'all making it easier for this shit to happen to our children. Remember, they don't target the children based on who the parent is. They target the children based on what they're looking for. Okay? And one day, I'm sorry to say, not even one day, your child might fit the description. So it's really our responsibility to make sure that these kids are safe. All of us. Even if you don't got no damn kids. It's all of our responsibilities. And how dare any adult, I don't care who you are or what your background is, think different. It's just crazy. It's crazy to me. Preservation is key, and the children are the future. So really, who are we trying to preserve? Ourselves or our children? Our future or the present? What are we doing? I'm just so, like, over it. I'm kind of pissed off about the whole situation. It's just really showing me that people really ain't shit. And there was a majority of people walking past. And this was not a black and white situation, because the little boy that was crying was Spanish. And this was a predominantly Hispanic school. It just messing me up, like, just thinking and knowing that this is going on. Like, when I was down south in South Carolina, I could get on a bus, and if my attention is in my phone or whatever I'm doing, and my kid is doing something wrong, guess what? Somebody gonna say something to my kid. But that's how it was in the South. That's how it is in the South. But up north, up here, everybody want to mind their business. Aziza Kabibi was right. All of these people want to keep that no snitch shit. What? That's not snitching. It's really not snitching when you're helping a child or you're helping someone in need. You know what I'm saying? Like, that mind your business, it's not your business shit is really messing up society. Really is. It's really messed up. It's really messed up because anybody could have took that little boy. That's how easy it was today. And it's probably easy like that every day because nobody's watching nobody else's kid. We only watching our own, right? It ain't got nothing to do with somebody else or don't pertain to me. I'm not dealing with it. And that's fucked up. How the hell you think that, how can you live by those standards when you go to the doctor? That doctor is fixing you up. And most of the time, these doctors is underpaid. Half the time, y'all niggas go to the emergency room because y'all ain't got insurance. So y'all G in the system any fucking way. How can you say that when you rely on other people to catch and supply your food, your water? You're expecting other people to purify it for you. But it's not pertaining to me, so I don't give a fuck. How does other people do not pertain to you when you depend on other people every single day for all of your needs? Everything. I can't stand selfish people. I can't stand it. And today it was just too freaking selfish. A few weeks ago in a parking lot, there was 3 kids in a car. One was an infant screaming. Baby was a newborn. And the older child was like 7. The middle one was like 1 or 2. Everyone walking by like they didn't hear the baby screaming. Word. They like, that's not my business. That's not my business. Then when it's on the news that the kids was in the car for too long and died from heat exhaustion, dehydration, and all this other crazy shit, you want to sit there and talk like, oh, see, that's a shame. That's a shame. The parents. No, what about your dumb ass that walked past the car like 3 times? What about the people that watched and saw that these kids was in the car? I waited 5 minutes, called the police. Woman was in the damn hair salon, getting highlights in her fucking hair. That's what I'm talking about. Was the highlights that serious, that important, that you had to leave your children in the car? Oh, girl. I don't even want to talk about it no more. 'Cause I'm getting mad. I'm getting really, really upset. Just even talking about all of this. Because there's no freaking excuse. There's no excuse. I don't even care if you're not the mother. I don't care if you're the auntie. There's no excuse for neglecting children. There's no excuse for keeping silence when you know children are being hurt. There's no excuse for turning your head because that child is not yours. There's no fucking excuse for none of that. Okay? There's no excuse for none of that. If you see a child that need help, you help that child. I don't care what the color of that child is, what nationality that child is, where that child from, who the child mother is, who the child father is. I don't give a damn. If a child needs help, you help that child. Period. You don't walk past. You don't turn up your nose and you don't pretend like it's not happening. Because those kind of actions lead to dramatic shit happening, for real. Those kind of just relax and calm down because my blood pressure getting high because I'm in my feelings right now. I really am. All 3 kids would have got taken. Just like that little boy would have got taken today. All 3 of them kids would have got taken. Just like that little boy could have got taken today. Lord knows how these other kids got taken. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be for real. We got predators every fucking where. That's why it can't be up to one adult to take care of these kids. It got to be all of us. It's a community thing. If we don't have no community, we have nothing. You might as well go back to where your family live because that's your community. Because that's the only people that's going to care. We live together. Our children play together. They're growing up together. There's no reason why an adult person can watch as a child is being harmed in any kind of way or put in any kind of danger. There's no excuse for that. There's no reason for that. You know what I'm saying? There's none. There's none. All right, let me get off this live, but that's why I wanted to go live about today, because I'm very, very, very disappointed, very upset about this whole situation. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm highly upset about this situation. I might even go to the school and really report some of the things, because I feel like the staff should have been more alert, more aware. You're out there. I don't care if you're just coming in or not. That's a little kid screaming, and you heard him just like I heard him. Shout out to the staff that stopped what she was doing and went over to the kid and took care of him. It's just messed up.